Have you ever walked into a classroom feeling like everyone is staring at you? When you get called upon to read aloud to the class, does your heart beat like a bass drum that you hope others cannot hear? When someone talks to you, do you sweat and stumble over your words and end up feeling like a complete fool? I never wanted to admit that lack of confidence was a problem for me, but in school I was always the person who was extremely shy and quiet, always keeping to myself, trying to be invisible. When someone asked me a question, I would attempt to answer, but I would lower my eyes and my voice would get very quiet, making it hard to hear what I was saying. The other person probably thought I was rudely ignoring them. The first day of class in college, as I was looking around at all of the students coming in, I realized the biggest obstacle I had to face was me. My low self-confidence, low self-esteem, and my extreme quietness were going to be a huge challenge. When I had decided to attend college, I was a little scared, but I had plenty of love and support from my family and was excited. I knew my grades wouldn't be a problem, as I have really good study habits. Due to a few health issues, I attended high school through independent study. I was able to graduate with good grades, but never had to be around anyone except my teacher. I lacked social skills with people my own age, but I always had my homework done early, and for my hard work, I graduated 3 months early. The first day in class, however, I was a nervous wreck, wondering if I had made a huge mistake by enrolling in college. The teacher announced that we would be doing group activities, partnering with others, reading aloud, and forming studying groups to strengthen our skills. I panicked, and all I could do was tell myself not to give up. As the days passed, I said little to nothing during the classes. In my English class, I partnered up with Annette, a woman who befriended me the first day despite my quietness. The class uses the on-course book, and we started learning strategies that could help us. I was nervous, but after reading about some of the strategies, I decided to take more action to get the most out of my college education and experience. I became determined to prove to myself and to everyone else that I could succeed in college. In order to create what On-Course calls a success identity, I made a 32-day commitment to be more outspoken. One promise I made was to talk to at least 3 people every day. Another was to read aloud in front of the class without having to be asked to by the teachers. I also decided to volunteer more in class and share more of my work without being embarrassed. I decided to ask more questions during and after class, as well as offer help to my classmates. I even asked my teacher and my classmates for written feedback about my efforts to be more self-confident and participate actively in class. Not only did they give me this feedback, some even wrote me inspirational praises. I'm very proud of myself for all of the changes I have made and that I am still making every day. I am inspired to continue to grow and reach my full potential, and I'm grateful to all of the people who have been so kind to me and helped me see that I could do it. During the semester, we were asked to write an essay about what we had learned in the course, and my teacher announced that students would be able to read their essays in front of the Copper Mountain College Board of Trustees. I was so proud of the progress that I had made. I was the second student to volunteer. As I read my speech, I felt my confidence growing and was even able to make a good amount of eye contact. After my speech was done, I thanked everyone, and as I walked back to my spot, I started crying, knowing I had accomplished my goal. Thanks to on-course strategies and in receiving encouragement and motivation from my family, teachers, friends, and classmates, today I have a stronger self-confidence and a more positive outlook on my future than ever before.